Today I'm going to show you how to make stickers with the Cricut Joy 2. Now this is going to be a very easy tutorial to follow, so if you're new to Cricut or new to sticker making, this is a video you want to watch. But after we're done making those basic stickers, we're going to talk about some ways you can elevate those stickers. And since this is a new machine, I'm also going to discuss the pros and cons of making stickers with the Cricut Joy 2. If we're just meeting right now, hi, my name is Nisha. Welcome to Little Craft Nest. So before you begin to make stickers for the first time, it's a good idea to calibrate your Cricut machine. So to do that, click on your username at the top right corner of Design Space, and then select Settings, Machines, select your Cricut Joy 2 here, and then click on Calibrate. Click Print Then Cut, and it shows the printer that I'm using right here. You can switch printers if you need to, and then click on Print. Once it's printed, click on Continue, and you'll notice a dotted line down the middle of your page. We're going to cut this paper in half because this piece of paper is obviously too big to fit through the Cricut Joy 2. You'll notice a one at the top corner of the square of the printout. That needs to go in the top left-hand corner on your mat. So calibrating the Cricut Joy 2 is a little bit of a different process compared to the other machines. And then we can press Continue again and slide our mat into the machine. Then without unloading, we're to remove the square from the center. So I'm going to grab a weeding tool here and carefully remove this inner square. And then press Continue. All right, it looks like it just cut around the outside of the square now, and it says to unload. Calibration is complete. So now that we're done calibrating and the cut looks accurate, let's make some stickers. But first, let's click on our username at the top right-hand corner of the screen and go over to Settings, and then select Load Type. Under Print Then Cut page size, make sure you have the right size selected. Sometimes I use A4 sticker paper and sometimes I use letter size sticker paper. I'm going to use the printable vinyl that was included in the Joy 2 box. So we're going to test this out. This is 8.5 by 11 paper, so letter size paper. And then click Done. We're going to go back up to Home and click on New Project and then select Stickers and Labels. Traditionally, I've always gone up to blank canvas to make my stickers. Because these other options were not available before, Cricut has recently added a whole pile of new templates, so that's what we're going to use today, and hopefully it'll help simplify the sticker making process. So I'm selecting Stickers and Labels. Now, because we selected stickers and labels, any image that we put on our screen will automatically generate a sticker border around it. So you don't have to take that additional step to do it like you would have to do on the blank canvas. So let's search up some images here. I'm going to type in spring, and I'm a Cricut Access member, so I can use any of these images. If you are not a Cricut Access member, what you can do is go up to the top under Filters and select the free option, and then you'll be presented with images that you can use for free. Let's select this one here, and let's do one more. I'm gonna grab this one. So we have two options here that turned into stickers. And if you look over at the top right, you will see a red warning dot there by our layers panel. So let's click on our layers panel so we can see our layers over here. That red dot is telling us that the image is way too big to be using with our Cricut Joy 2. So we're gonna shrink our images down in just a minute. But first, one thing I like to do when making stickers is change the background color of my canvas. So if you go below the layers panel and click on background color, we can change the color of our screen. So now I have it purple. And the reason I do that is because most of the time the offset around the stickers are white. So you can't exactly tell where the cut lines are if your canvas is white and the edge around your sticker is white. So this just helps you be able to see that a lot better. So anywhere you see the purple, that's where your Cricut is going to cut around. So right now it looks like the Cricut will cut inside between all these words and images with this sticker. But if we shrink it down, that offset around the sticker fills in, so it's much smaller. So I've made this sticker to be just over 2 inches wide and 2.5 inches tall. Let's shrink this one down as well. So this one is just a little wider than 2 inches. Now, if you don't like the offset that is on these stickers, we can adjust that. So simply select the sticker you want to edit, and below that sticker, you'll have this little box here. We've got the trash can, duplicate, and then this third option here is edit sticker. So click on that, and then we'll have all our sticker options come up on the left side of our screen. So right now it is set to Kiss Cut. So Kiss Cut means your Cricut will not cut all the way through the backing of your sticker sheet. You'll have to peel the sticker off your sticker sheet. And die cut means the Cricut will cut through the sticker layer as well as the backing layer. I want to make die cut stickers today, so I'm gonna change this to a die cut sticker. And you'll notice that I got an extra border going around my sticker here. And then if we look on the left-hand panel here, it says Easy Peel Edge, and that toggle is turned on. So what that means is if I were to go and make this sticker, the Cricut would do a die cut around the outside of the sticker, but it would do a kiss cut on that other edge. So basically you would cut out your sticker, then you'd peel away this outer edge. And when you give the sticker to someone, it will be easier for them to peel off the page. I don't want to do that today, so I'm going to turn off the easy peel edge. We're going to turn that toggle off. So now we just have a nice die cut sticker. You can also change the thickness of your border or get rid of it completely. So if you didn't want a white border around your sticker, you would simply click this toggle over here. I wouldn't recommend doing that with a sticker like this because you're going to end up with all these little tiny cut lines in between everything, and there'll be a lot to weave, and your sticker probably wouldn't turn out so well, especially with that tiny word hello there. So we're going to turn that border back on, but we can adjust the thickness. So right now we have the standard setting. You can make that thin, so you can see our white edge is hugging the design a lot more, or you can make that wide, and that looks like way too much white space. But you can also customize that edge as well and drag this toggle over here back and forth until you get the size that you want. I'm going to stick with the standard. One more thing that you can do with your stickers is change the color of that white offset. So if we go over to border fill color, click on the plus button there, and we can change the background to pink, yellow. You can create your sticker however you want it to be. I'm going to leave it at white. So now that we got this first sticker the way we want it to be, we're going to adjust the second sticker here. So I'm going to click on that. We're going to change it from the kiss cut to the die cut and turn the easy peel option off. And when you're happy with your sticker design, we can go ahead and click on make. I'm not going to save this project right now, but you can if you want to. So this is our mat here, and you'll notice this red line here. Your stickers need to stay within that perimeter. The reason why it's this funky shape here is because the registration marks usually go in the corners over here. But I don't want to waste a whole sticker sheet for only 2 stickers. So let's go over to project copies at the top left and change this to 2 and click on apply. Now I have 3 stickers on one half of my page, and the other half of my page I only have 1. But I think this sticker will fit on that first page. Cricut did not do a great job arranging my stickers, so you can arrange them if you don't like the way Design Space did it. So I'm going to click on those 3 dots above that sticker, click on Move Object, click on that first mat, confirm, and now that sticker is on top of another sticker. We don't want that, but we can bring it down over here. And it's still overlapping a little bit, but what you can do is grab one of the other stickers and turn it sideways. And now we have enough room for all 4 of those stickers. But I'm still printing out a whole sheet of sticker paper with only 4 stickers on one side. So we really do want there to be 2 mats, so we're not wasting as much paper. So instead of 2 copies, we're going to change this to 4 and click apply. So this is going to undo my manual edits, so we will have to do some more editing once we click apply. So I have 3 sheets here and I only want 2. So we're going to do the same thing as I just showed you. I am going to turn some of these on their side, scooch that up, and then we can go down to mat 3, click on those 3 dots above that sticker, move object, and bring that over to the first mat. And I'll pull that down below those other stickers. All right, so now we only have 2 mats, which means 1 full sticker sheet. So I'm going to click on continue and we're going to send this to the printer. And this is what our sheet should look like once it's printed out. We will have that dotted line going down the middle again, and some stickers on one side and some stickers on the other side. And then we'll click on next. Now, right now the bleed toggle is switched on. This is really not going to matter with these stickers because the edge of our stickers is actually white, so the color can't be extended. Now, if you change the offset color of your sticker to any color but white, you will want to keep bleed on. But for now, I'm going to turn that off and always use the system dialog. So we're going to turn that on and click on print. So here you can select the printer you're using. My preset is at black and white for some reason. I'm going to change that back over to color. And then under media and quality, I'm going to change this to photo matte paper, and that changed my quality to best. So your print setting options may look a little different than mine. Just make sure you're printing on the best quality. And if you're using glossy sticker paper, you may want to select a glossy photo setting. I'm gonna insert my sticker paper or printable vinyl into my printer. Make sure you're printing on the right side and then click on print. So once your sticker sheet is cut out, we will need to cut it down again. You'll notice at the top corners, we've got a 1 on this sheet, and then we have a 2 on this one. So because we're cutting out mat 1 first, we're gonna load this one first. So we're gonna place this at the top left-hand corner of the mat. And then on Design Space, you'll have to select your base material. We are using Cricut's printable vinyl. I'm only seeing Cricut's printable specialty vinyl here, and I don't think that's it. So we're going to click on Browse All Materials, and we're using the printable vinyl white with the green liner. You'll see the green liner on the back of the sticker sheet. If you are using a different type of Cricut sticker paper, make sure you select the right setting. If you're not using Cricut brand material, which you can totally do, you may need to do some test cuts with your materials before you begin. Click on Done. And we're going to leave the default setting for the die cut pressure. And then we can load our mat and get these cut out. Your Cricut Joy 2 will start by scanning the registration marks before it begins to cut out your stickers. So our stickers are done, so we can click on unload. And there they are. Let's see if they cut all the way through. Remember, die cut means it cut through both the sticker layer and the sticker backing layer. So let's peel this off the mat. So they definitely cut all the way through, which is exactly what we wanted. So to peel your stickers off the mat, peel the mat off the stickers rather than the stickers off the mat, because depending on the material you're using, sometimes your stickers may bend or curl. So it's best to do it this way. So here's the stickers from our first mat, and now we need to load our second mat. So we're going to grab that second sheet with the 2 at the top. We're going to place that 2 at the top left-hand corner of our mat this time, and then slide this into the Joy 2 and have these ones cut out. And our second stickers are completed. And with all our stickers, they look like they were cut out really well. I feel the calibration is right on. I don't see any issues at all with the calibration, which is awesome. So to use your sticker, you would just have to peel that backing off. So sometimes it's tricky to get your nail between that sticker paper and that sticker backing. So if you're having trouble with that, you can grab a weeding tool. I like using the pin pens here, which is basically a pin at the end of a pen, and you can peel that backing off this way. So you can pull that backing off and then a sticker on whatever you want to stick it on. So now let's talk about some ways that you can elevate your stickers. The first way would be to use a different type of sticker material. There are so many different types of sticker papers or printable vinyls on the market. You can get holographic, glow in the dark, glitter. You can even get self-adhesive laminate sheets to cover up those stickers. And those can also have different sheens and textures. So you can really change your stickers up depending on the material you're using. And if you'd like to use self-adhesive laminate sheets over top of your sticker paper, you can apply that before you go and cut them out with your Cricut Joy too. Now, having this laminate sheet over top is going to make your stickers last longer and also make them waterproof. Now, if you decide to do any of these things, you will need to adjust your pressure setting by changing your base material. On the Make screen, you can click on Browse All Materials, then go down to the bottom of the page here and click on Material Settings. And here you will see what the cut pressure setting is for each material. So if we scroll down here, you will see that the strongest sticker setting we have is 250 for printable waterproof stickers. So if we click on Edit, this is for printable waterproof sticker set, transparent, and I believe the other one is holographic, which has the same setting. So if this setting is not cutting all the way through your material, let's say you're using a different brand of sticker paper and a different brand of holographic self-adhesive laminate over top of them, and these settings aren't working for you, you can adjust them over here. So you would adjust them, save that, and then try to cut out your stickers again using those new settings, and hopefully that will work for you. You may have to do a few test cuts to get it just right. Now, another way to elevate your stickers is by turning them into easy peel stickers, which we talked about a little earlier. So now, what do I like and what do I not like about making stickers with the Cricut Joy 2? First of all, I just love that you can make stickers with such a small machine. The original Joy did not have this capability. So it's really incredible that you can make stickers with this tiny, compact Cricut machine. So if you don't have a lot of space to work with, you don't have a craft room, or if you like making stickers on the go, this is a great machine for that. It gave me nice clear cuts and the calibration seemed to be right on. I had no issues with that. Now, one thing I didn't like is that even though we are cutting the sticker paper in half and using both sides of the sticker paper, I still feel like there's wasted space. There's all that area in the middle where we cut the sheet in half. And when we make stickers on larger machines, we don't have that issue because all that area can be filled in with stickers. So if you're a person who loves to make stickers and you make them all the time, you'll probably want to invest in a larger machine than this. So you could purchase the Joy Extra or one of the Explore or Maker machines. Now, one of the ways I think Cricut could help us out with utilizing more of our sticker paper is by creating a sticker template on the canvas screen. So if I were to go back into Design Space and change my machine from the Joy 2 and select my Maker 3, and then go over to Home, New Project, and Stickers and Labels, let's select one of these options here and click Create. I now have a template to work with. So this is the parameter of our print then cut. So I can fill up the sticker sheet and optimize it right in the canvas. As you saw earlier, when making stickers with the Joy 2, we don't have this template on the canvas. So we can't maneuver our stickers on the canvas screen to optimize our sticker sheet. We have to do that on the Make screen. So I think it would be very helpful if Cricut created a similar template, but for the Joy 2. Overall, I'm very happy with the way my stickers turned out. However, I think I'm going to stick to making stickers with my larger machine so that I can utilize more of my sticker paper. I will have the Joy 2 linked down below in my description so you can go check that out. And I hope to see you on more crafting adventures.